Hi, welcome to the quiz. You can answer along on quizalto.com, all for free. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started, good luck. What type of sensor data does AWS DeepRacer primarily rely on? Pressure data. Temperature readings. Audio signals. Camera images. AWS DeepRacer primarily relies on camera images to navigate the track. What is the benefit of using AWS DeepRacer? Hands-on reinforcement learning experience. High-frequency trading. Content delivery network. Data encryption. AWS DeepRacer provides a hands-on experience with reinforcement learning, allowing users to build and train their models. What type of learning does AWS DeepRacer utilize? Reinforcement learning. Supervised learning. Unsupervised learning. Semi-supervised learning. AWS DeepRacer utilizes reinforcement learning, where agents learn by interacting with their environment. What is the role of a reward function in AWS DeepRacer? To manage API requests. To provide feedback to the model. To store training data. To encrypt data. A reward function provides feedback to the AWS DeepRacer model based on its actions, guiding its learning process. What is a common metric used to evaluate AWS DeepRacer models? Lap time. File size. Data redundancy. Request latency. Lap time is a common metric used to evaluate the performance of AWS DeepRacer models on a track. What can be adjusted to improve an AWS DeepRacer model's performance? Network protocol. Hyperparameters. Data schema. File permissions. Adjusting hyperparameters such as learning rate and batch size can improve an AWS DeepRacer model's performance. What kind of model does AWS DeepRacer use? Reinforcement learning model. Decision tree model. Clustering model. Linear regression model. AWS DeepRacer uses reinforcement learning models to train the car to navigate the track autonomously. What is the AWS service that stores DeepRacer models? AWS Lambda. AWS Glue. Amazon EC2. Amazon S3. Amazon S3 is used to store AWS DeepRacer models, as it provides scalable and durable storage. Which AWS service can be used to monitor AWS DeepRacer training jobs? AWS Lambda. Amazon SNS. Amazon RDS. Amazon CloudWatch. Amazon CloudWatch can be used to monitor AWS DeepRacer training jobs by tracking performance metrics and logs. Which AWS service is used to orchestrate training and evaluation in AWS DeepRacer? Amazon S3, AWS RoboMaker, Amazon RDS, AWS CloudFormation. AWS RoboMaker is used to orchestrate the training and evaluation of AWS DeepRacer models by providing the necessary simulation environments. How can users improve their AWS DeepRacer models? By increasing data redundancy. By changing storage options. By modifying network settings. By tuning hyperparameters. Users can improve their AWS DeepRacer models by tuning hyperparameters such as learning rate, batch size, and exploration rate. What kind of feedback does the reward function provide in AWS DeepRacer? Positive or negative rewards based on actions. Real-time data encryption. Static security measures. Network performance metrics. The reward function in AWS DeepRacer provides positive or negative rewards based on the actions taken by the model, guiding its learning process. In AWS DeepRacer, what does the term episode refer to? A model checkpoint. A single frame of data. A complete run from start to finish. A network packet. In AWS DeepRacer, an episode refers to a complete run from start to finish of the track. What is the significance of the AWS DeepRacer's action space? It defines the possible actions the car can take. It handles security configurations. It manages API requests. It stores training data. The action space in AWS DeepRacer defines the possible actions the car can take. What is the function of the AWS DeepRacer League? To scale machine learning models. To store model data. To provide a competitive racing platform. To encrypt data in transit. The AWS DeepRacer League provides a competitive racing platform where users can compete and improve their models. What format are AWS DeepRacer models exported in? HDF5, PMML, TensorFlow Saved Model, ONNX. AWS DeepRacer models are exported in the TensorFlow Saved Model format. What is the maximum track length for AWS DeepRacer? 10 meters, 20 meters, 40 meters, 30 meters. The maximum track length for AWS DeepRacer is 20 meters, used for both simulation and physical tracks. What type of policy can be used to control AWS DeepRacer cars' behavior? Access policy, data policy, security policy, action policy. An action policy defines the possible actions the AWS DeepRacer car can take in response to different states of the environment. What is the purpose of the AWS DeepRacer simulation environment? To manage network traffic. To store large datasets. To train and test models without physical hardware. To provide customer support. The AWS DeepRacer simulation environment is used to train and test models without needing physical hardware. What programming language is predominantly used for AWS DeepRacer models? Python, Ruby, Java, C++. Python is predominantly used for AWS DeepRacer models, particularly for writing reinforcement learning algorithms. What is AWS DeepRacer primarily used for? Reinforcement learning, video streaming, data storage, batch processing. AWS DeepRacer is primarily used to learn and experiment with reinforcement learning. What is the purpose of the AWS DeepRacer League Summit? To configure network settings. To manage data storage. To provide a global competition platform. To encrypt sensitive information. The AWS DeepRacer League Summit provides a global platform where users can compete, share knowledge, and improve their models. What AWS service can be integrated with AWS DeepRacer for CI/CD pipelines? Amazon Redshift, AWS Code Pipeline, AWS Lambda, Amazon Aurora. AWS Code Pipeline can be integrated with AWS DeepRacer to create continuous integration and continuous delivery pipelines for model updates. What is the format of the AWS DeepRacer tracks? Only physical. Only virtual. Only textual. Simulated and physical. AWS DeepRacer tracks are available in both simulated and physical formats for training and evaluation. Which service provides a virtual racing environment for AWS DeepRacer? Amazon S3, AWS Lambda, AWS DeepRacer Console, Amazon RDS. The AWS DeepRacer console provides a virtual racing environment where users can train and evaluate their models. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and, if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.